Welcome to the show. I am the Star Wars Daddy. I'm bringing you the 2025 collection review. What has happened in my collection, my personal Star Wars and vintage toy collection since 2024. We're going to do the best that we can to show pictures of what it looked like in 2024 from the video we made a year ago. And then we're going to just go through all the items. We're going to try to go as fast as we can through everything and just point out some of the main things that are probably the most interesting, the most expensive, whatever else. But yeah, this collection right now valued at over $150,000. And so what does that look like? And this is going to depict that, show you what it is. The majority of my collection is graded. It's probably like 75% graded, 25% is still loose. And that's where a lot of the cost and the expenses come from, is from those grading costs. But we've got all kinds of stuff. We got autograph stuff, we've got modern stuff, we got vintage stuff, we got loose stuff, graded stuff. We've got some things that are worth lots of money. We got things that are worth not much at all. So it's a whole gamut of collecting, and I can't wait to share that with you. If you like videos like this, you want to see more Star Wars stuff and content like what you're seeing here today, please let me know about that by hitting like, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the bell notification, be notified of all the upcoming content I'll tell you about at the outro of this video. Guys, we have a promo code happening right now, and it's going to be mentioned later on in this video. Daddy10 at checkout with 2 different websites. You have until the end of the year, so you got like a week left to use at collectorarchive.com, which is CAS, to get 10% off your grading costs. And then with no end in sight, theorysabers.com, if you want 10% off lightsabers. You're going to see a whole bunch of those lightsabers in the very beginning of this review. So make sure to go use that Daddy10 code to get 10% off at checkout. And guys, there's also memberships here to the channel if you'd like to be a member, if you like free stuff, if you like more discounts. I'm literally going to send you free stuff. We have t-shirts, we have 3D printed items that we're sending out. We have all kinds of content that happens just for members, where we have a live sale every single month where I'm almost giving stuff away. We have a giveaway that happens where 6 people every single month that are members are going to receive Star Wars items that accumulate above $100 worth of items. And there's all kinds of stuff. Make sure to go down below in the description of this video. Click more once, click more twice. All of my information pops up. A hyperlink will go across the screen. Click it. You're going to see my Twitch, my TikTok, my Instagram, my email address, my eBay link, where I'm selling vintage counter Star Wars action figures, playsets, vehicles, creatures, accessories, everything you need to fill holes in your collection, which we recap on Wednesday videos. All of those sales, so you can see price points. I give shout outs to every single person that purchases from me. We have accolades, giveaways. We do a feature on a specific action figure so you can be an informed collector at home. All that stuff happens with the eBay, and then we have the membership link. Click on memberships, and it's going to bring up a whole bunch of tiers. You're going to see pricing and all the free stuff that you're going to get and discounts, and we would love to have you. All right, guys, that's it. Short and sweet. Let's get into my collection. It's going to be absolutely epic. You've seen this side of the room all the time in all my videos. Now we're going to go around all 4 corners. Not the ceiling yet. That's kind of like the last place left for items to go. You're going to see there's not much room for anything else, and I've got so much stuff coming back from grading right now. I don't know where it's going to go. It's going to have to go up on the ceiling. We're going to figure out a way to make it happen. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoy. Okay, guys, right off the bat, as we come down the stairs, we see the entire display of Theory Sabers lightsabers, and I have 2 more that have arrived, plus 6 bonus ones. So 8 more sabers, and that will put us at 15 total sabers after we started the year with 0. Unbelievable. Promo code Daddy10 at checkout with theorysabers.com gets you 10% off. Of course, you know I'm going to plug that. And then we've got the Ghost down here because I don't know where else to put this vehicle. It's so gigantic. And then the next thing that we've added that's kind of like the difference, we'll see a picture that pops up right now of this kind of section, or at least part of it. And we can see we have added all kinds of acrylic shelving over here. Let's see what we've done. And up here at the top, we have all of my loose Dick Tracy collection, and they are all complete. Every single one, including the blank, is up there. And they're all loose graded. Got those back from CAS this year. And then down here, we've got a whole bunch of signed modern mint on card right here. And the modern mint on cards we'll see in this collection, I have 57 mint on card graded items. And then, of course, well, we got a little 2-pack there, the KB Toy 2-pack. And we go down, we got some more signatures. These are UKG graded, and they have the custom photo, 8x10 photo with the figure graded next to it. Pretty awesome. We'll take a look at some of these signatures here. Peter Mayhew is hard to see. We've got reflections. Oh my gosh. And then we've got something from Jeremy Bullock's personal collection. Was a Pez dispenser, and we had that, it's all graded there by UKG, some He-Man, and then we come over to the wall. Now let's back up and we'll take a good look at this wall here. And if we can see something, there's probably a picture that's popping up. You're going to see quite the difference. And we've got not now 2 posters, we got 3 posters. We got the Natalie Portman signed episode 3 back. We've got the Mandalorian poster signed by Pedro Pascal. Unfortunately, with SWAU, well, 3 of these were from SWAU, the company. They sent me the wrong poster. This was not the poster I ordered. I ordered a poster that was more like episode 1, 2, and 3, more like the movie type poster. And they sent this to me, and it was the wrong one. And I kind of fought with them for a little bit, and they sent me a $25 gift card. That's all. The $25 gift card I have to use to order a new signature is the only place that $25 works. It does not work in their auction house where they're auctioning things off. So very frustrated with that experience, and how in the world did they send me the wrong thing? Then we go up here to the top. We've got signed 8x10s coming all the way down of Star Wars characters. Oh, there's that Princess Leia. Oh my gosh, unbelievable. And trying to get the glare off of this. And we go all the way down, and there is one of the makers of Yoda right there. I met him on an island in the Caribbean where he has a big museum thing happening, but pretty awesome experience. And then we have the same things we had last time. We have the framed laser discs, and then we've got the framed records over here. And then we had this is my wife, my son, and I in Disney World. We had that made. This poster, pretty awesome. We've got some magazines and stuff that are all framed, some more autographs that have happened in here that are non-Star Wars. We come down here, we got some artwork, and we got some signed Simpsons stuff. We've got those Gentle Giants coming in here, some more autograph stuff happening in there. So Gentle Giants are happening here, more Simpsons stuff. And we've got 2 posters by an artist that takes real paintings and then puts Star Wars scenes in them. Which is pretty cool. We'll get some close-ups there. There's the Death Star way at the top. Pretty cool. And then down, we got the, of course, we got the life-size Stormtrooper. We just saw that video. It just popped up here on the screen. We got that Bop It bag from Darth Vader. The Pepsi cooler right there. Happening. It's filled with all kinds of plush. So the plush is in there. Then we come back over here, and we got the same, I think the same thing we had last time, except we've added the Imperial Cruiser here. This is the Sears exclusive one that has like the different stickers, and it doesn't have the motorized part. It's just a big cavern on the inside. We've got that. Well, let's move this out of the way. We've got the Imperial Shuttle sealed, AFA graded 85. Pretty incredible. The Legacy Collection is sealed of the Millennium Falcon. This is the Ewok Battle Wagon in the box, and it is my childhood one, except I completed it. So I got all the parts I was missing, added it to it, and now it's inside of this box. And then here's one of the big highlights of my collection. Look at that, guys. It is your Tatooine Skiff loose graded vehicle. It'll be the only one CAS has ever done. And it took an arm and a leg to get them to do that for me. The Jabba the Hutt dungeon right there. And we've got a couple of those graded Jabba the Hutt playsets. One loose and one boxed. If we take a look over here at the TV section, we can see this is completely different as well. We now have the life-size Darth Vader from a video that's popping up on the screen right now. We've got the video games that are wrapping around, and Darth Vader's blocking a couple of them. There is a video game down there, and then we've got all the video games, and they're all complete and working on the inside of these boxes. They're not just boxes. They're actually complete. So that kind of adds some nice aesthetics to the TV section, especially when we are playing video games. And then here's a bunch of graded video games that are here underneath the TV. So we got a bunch of those. We've got a whole bunch of TIE fighters here. And now we've got some signed ones here. Signed by Colin Cantwell right there. That's pretty cool. Got this from John Rula, the action figure grader. We've got a battle damaged TIE fighter that's graded. We've got the Darth Vader TIE fighter that's graded. All of these are sealed up. And then down here, we've got those Glass Leet loose graded X-Wing. We got the loose graded TIE fighter in here. And then from Rogue 5 Toys, of course. And I picked up actually all these from Rogue 5 Toys, these loose ones. And then got this TIE Interceptor graded directly from Rogue 5 Toys. Didn't have to send that off. Here's a bunch of the toy hunts I've gone on. We've seen a bunch of the stuff from Indonesia, from Japan that I picked up when on one of those trips. That video is popping up right now. And we've got a nice cooler down here filled with liquid death water. As we venture over this way, this hasn't changed much. We've added a bunch of Ninja Turtles to the collection from last time. I think we're going to see a picture pop up of what it looked like before. We can see we've gone way higher now. And this is from my childhood, this little mug. When you put hot water in it, I think it turns to orange to be Michelangelo on his face there. And we've picked up all these other things. And then unfortunately, this is kind of like the area where I put things that are for my mail hauls. So you can see all the things I've added to my personal collection. All of these items are still here from last time that are down there from 2024. And then we've got a whole bunch of Lego. So I've got these 3 vehicles complete that came in a Star Wars collection. And I'm going to try to sell those here soon. Right here, guys, is that, Power Up 1 or whatever it's called? Arcade Up 1. That's what it is. Arcade Up 1. It's your virtual pinball Star Wars machine here. I think there's like 8 different tables on it. It's a pretty cool item, and I do play it from time to time. It does have music. Let's see if we can not get copyrighted. So it's got all kinds of sounds and music, and so we turn that down so we don't have that playing too loud in the background. Here's a complete, qualified Rebel Transport graded. Then we've got a nice custom 12-inch Darth Vader with an actual Darth Vader right there that's graded. They're both graded separately. We got our Ernest, of course. We have to have Ernest. And then when we come up here, let's take a look over here. We're going to have a picture pop up. We did not have this bottom row. So the bottom row is new. And then we did have the top row. So we put a whole bottom row in. And unfortunately, Yoda's going to block a couple of these mint on cards of the modern era. Again, we have 57 modern mint on cards. And there's going to be some above too. We've got the whole Willow collection going on up there. Those are all mint on card. Just haven't been graded yet. We've got a Russian bootleg Yoda that's up there. We've got that Kubrick R2-D2 that I picked up in Japan that we had graded, and then a whole bunch of modern items. There's your Rebels that we got from the Ghost. We had that one incident where right there, I think we have a 60 or something for Zeb, and I have a new Zeb to send in to get graded. Apparently, Hasbro had some issues with their production, and they actually had slits in blisters, and I got one of those. So that'll be a giveaway here soon. And I think that video, if you want to watch my Ghost unboxing and the unboxing of these figures here, is popping up on the screen right now. And then we've got, more of the modern happening there. I think that's probably the last of most of the modern stuff. We're now going to get into the vintage stuff. And here is the wall of mint on card Kenner figures that I am trying to collect as best I can. We have 51 we're at right now. So 51, and we'll kind of go through them all up here. We've got some tri-logos. We've got some last 17s. Most of them are going to be on the Return of the Jedi cards. We do have some Empire Strikes Back. We have the Stormtrooper on the Star Wars card there. Some tri-logos again. We've got the upside down R5D4. So pretty cool items when we see them all, and they just continue. And we're going to run out of space here, you're going to see at the bottom, which I don't know what I'm going to do at that point. Coming all the way down here. Now we got some more modern items down at the bottom. They're just sitting there as placeholders until we get some more vintage mint on card. But look at this custom right down here, guys. It is a custom Biker Scout Trooper with the box for the speeder bike with a loose graded speeder bike next to it. It's pretty awesome. Another little modern item there. We got that gigantic Tauntaun with Luke on top. And I'll just pull back so we can see this entire wall here and see what we have going on. So here's this entire wall. There was all the vintage mint on card that we just looked at over here. The Death Star playsets there. We're now going to start getting into a lot of the loose graded items. And the loose graded we have right now at 269 vintage loose graded figures. Absolutely insane. We've got to try to sell some of these. I'm going to open this thing up so we can just get right on in there and take a look at these guys. I mean, we got the Red Bar R5D4 in there. A bunch of Lily Lettys are going to be in here. A lot of POC, PBPs. Everything is going to pretty much happen in here. A bunch of Leias we have in the back there. This Princess Leia is probably going to be for sale soon because I'm sending off a POC loose Leia, which will take the place of this one. And then we go on down. There's the Toxic Limb Bosk right there, the POC figure. There's only, I think, 25 known graded ones in the world. and one of them is right here in this collection. This is a Russian bootleg. It's the highest graded item I have in my collection, a 95 plus, a 98.5, highest graded item in my collection right there. Then we're going down. We got some Lobots, and we got the obviously Hoth Hans and all kinds of, and they're all different. So either they're different COOs, they're different foreign variants, but each one of these, if you see duplicates, they're going to be all different. And that was this whole section here. We go up here to the top, and we've got the UK display here. Their website's popping up right now. They make incredible displays. There's probably tariffs. Now, I purchased this when there wasn't tariffs, but they'll probably explain that on the website. But take a look at this. I had to put new LED lights in. These things lasted, I don't know, 3 years, the ones they sent me. So I got a new set on Amazon for like 12 bucks. And so that's what we're seeing here. And it has all kinds of different colors I can change it to and all kinds of different effects. But we just have the solid blue happening right now. And we're going to have some pretty incredible items up here. Let me change the camera. We go up here. We got a brown-haired Luke Skywalker. Next to that, we have a Glassleet, a Brazilian Princess Leia. We got a couple R2s. We're going to have some Lily Lettys. That Obi-Wan Kenobi right here is a Lily Letty Obi-Wan Kenobi. There is another Glassleet figure, the large head Han Solo Glassleet. We're going to have some PVPs in here for the Greedo, the Hammerhead, and for the Snaggletooth. We got the 1977, 1978 R5D4s. I think we've got a short V-notched power droid up there. We then have a Palatoy, I think 2 Palatoy AT-AT drivers. And we have Palatoy Rebel Commander next to it, Palatoy Hoth Leia, and we got 2 Lily Letty Han Solos, which I don't know I'm going to need. So we're going to have to take a look at those because I have them graded. So those ones might be up for sale soon. We got the purple and blue smock for the Ugnaught, a Palatoy Yoda, and then we got a couple different Bespin security guards. I mean, the list goes on. Green-haired no COO Bespin Luke Skywalker. We have a Pock with the darker boots, Rebel Commander right there, a Rebel Soldier right there, and a bunch of other different variants. We got the red eye and the orange eye, FX7. We've got a Hong Kong Boba Fett right there, and his rocket removes. It literally comes out. There's no like meld marks. It's just like loose. There's a spring inside of it too. Like this tiny little spring, and so that's definitely a question mark. We don't know what's going on with that. We've got a Palatoy and a no COO with different paint schemes for those 2-1Bs, and we're just going to keep going down. It's a Lily Letty Zuckuss that's right there. I can't remember if that's a molded face Jedi Luke Skywalker or if it's the Lily Letty version. I'm not sure. I can't remember. We got a Lily Letty Guard Pig there, and then I think maybe the Macau version there. It's a Lily Letty Emperor's Guard we have. And then we keep going down. We got a Lily Letty Prune Face. We got both versions of the trench coat there with the camo and the blank lapels. We have a Lily Letty Klaatu there, the Klaatu Skiff Guard. And then a B-Wing pilot. We got a Lily Letty Wicket. And then we keep going here. A Lily Letty Skiff Guard Lando. Lily Letty Reese right there. And I think for the rest of these, they're just going to be kind of normal ones. Then we got some last 17s that are all graded. A lot of them with our coins here you're seeing. There's my favorite figure of all time that I played with the most, and that is your Luke. Stormtrooper disguise, and then a bunch of graded coins. So we got a chunk of the last 17s all here on the bottom. Hey, it's me, Carl, a Rebel Soldier, and I'm back on Hoth again, searching for all those amazing perks that come with the Star Wars Daddy membership program here on YouTube, which I just signed up for. At least it's safe here now that the Empire has been destroyed. Wait, what's that? Ah! Oh no, the Wampa got me? The only way for me to get out of this situation is by using the Force. The Force that comes from the Star Wars Daddy membership perks, like member-only monthly giveaways. Free action figures and Star Wars Daddy stickers on your next eBay purchase. Free eBay shipping on all action figures and accessories in the middle and top tiers of memberships. And the Star Wars Daddy t-shirt I'm wearing after certain tenure. There are even more perks, but I don't have time to list them all off with this Wampa situation. I've got to use all these membership perks. I'm feeling the force. I'm feeling the force. Memberships. When we come down below, we're going to get back into loose graded items, and we've got the Darth Vader section where we've got the baggy, we've got Glassleet, we've got Mexican bootlegs, we got Polish bootlegs, we've got a double telescoping Darth Vader, all kinds of stuff. Look at this cool sword that came with that Polish bootleg right there. I mean, the list goes on and on and on, you guys. It's just incredible items here. Then we've got my Lily Letty Obi-Wan Kenobi. We go through my Chewbacca's, and we've got a Uze. We've got a Glassleet. We've got bootlegs, everything, one with a coin. We get into my Luke Skywalkers. The farm boys are now actually starting to build up. I've got some coming back from grading, but we got the double telescoping Luke Skywalker. We've got a brown-haired Luke Skywalker at China, COO. We've got the Glassleet as well. Then we get to my Boba Fett's, and we got all kinds of Boba Fett's. We've got Mechanos. We've got Letties. It's kind of the full gamut happening here. Look at this Polish bootleg of the Snow Trooper right here. He's gray and has a IG-88 rifle. It's pretty cool. And then there's the rest of those Snow Troopers happening there. We got PBPs, and we've got all kinds of different figures. The Uze that's happening right there. We got a Lily Letty Han in the trench coat. We got your Yak face. We got a bunch of Stormtroopers happening up here, Lily Letty's, and then a China COO, and then one with a coin, and then Bespin Luke Skywalker is happening right here, and we've got all kinds of them. We've got PBPs. We've got Lily Letty's. We've got Meccano. We've got another Lily Letty. We've got both Lily Letty's. So one has the brown-haired Lily Letty with the Bespin gun. Then we've got the Rebel blaster with the blonde-haired. There we got the blue snags. This is a custom made for the ICCC con where we just got an Emperor in there. Looks like it's like a miniature 12-inch set happening. When we come down, we're going to get kind of into another Lily Letty section. To be honest, we do have the scene of Jabba the Hutt here, and we do have a Lily Letty with the burgundy cape, squid head, burgundy cape, bib Fortuna. We got a bunch of Jedi Lukes. This is your molded face snap cape one there. We have a Lily Letty, Sice Noodles, and the Max Rebo band. Here is your security guard. That's a modern figure, and we got a pretty decent grade on him. This Rancor monster is a Lily Letty Rancor. This Jabba the Hutt is Lily Letty as well. We got the Lily Letty R2, Lily Letty Skiff Guard, Lily Letty Jabba, Lily Letty Gamorrean Guard Pig, Lily Letty Skiff Guard. Then we've got an R2-D2. Obviously, that's from the Droid factory line. Then we have some of those Frankensteins. These are where they took parts from the factory, the people that left the factory, then they pieced them all together and sold them at flea markets. And so we've got a Reese Lily Letty head with a Lily Letty squid head body. And then we got some more Lily Lettys that are in here mixed around. It's just kind of like the Jabba scene happening. There's your Lily Letty Weequay. We got a Salacious Crumb that's custom graded with the pipe, baggied pipe stuff that you need for the Jabba the Hutt playset. And then a bunch of the goons that are modern figures there. So quite a little Jabba the Hutt scene that we have going on in here. We come down, and now we're going to be looking at a bunch of like mini rigs for the most part. We got a Lily Letty Maintenance Energizer mini rig with a Lily Letty Chewbacca graded there. Bunch of mini rigs with unused stickers and boxed mini rigs, all kinds of stuff. We got a Box Patrol Dewback that's graded. Here's that C-3PO, the error card graded next to the regular card. The sail skiff that's back there with unused parts that's graded. We got some modern figures. I mean, take a look at General Grievous right there, loose graded. It's incredible. And each of these boxes has something unique about it. So it could be a foreign one. It could be from a specific famous auction. But we'll go over those. We'll have a video sometime this year that goes over all of the different mini rigs I have, because I have all of them now except for one. So when I get that one and I'll get it graded, then we'll do a big video showing them all graded. There's Ahsoka. We come down to the next section. We got some modern type diorama stuff that's set up in here. Probably going to come out because it's taking up too much space. But we have a bunch of cool figures that are in here. And then we come up here, we got some modern loose graded items. And for my modern loose graded, we only have 12 modern loose graded items. There's a Monomon, of course. We got some mint on cards. And here's my Yoda section. We've got everything, both Lettys. We got Pox. We've got Mexican bootlegs. We've got just everything you could possibly imagine for Yoda that's happening right there. We come all the way down here to the bottom. We've got a Lily Letty ATST right there. We've got my TIE Fighter pilots right there. You have a Letty and all kinds of other different foreign variants that are happening there. There's a Meccano on the card, Jawa in the background. And we got a bunch of Scout Troopers that are there, one of which is a Hungarian bootleg here on the far right. We've got a PBP in the middle, so pretty cool little selection there. We got a bunch of customs from Shane Davidson from 5 Idiots Talking Toys. A Lily Letty ATST driver down there. Here is the Indiana Jones loose graded figures I've got going. I've got an Indiana Jones coming back from grading right now. This is the only guy I need. So I need to get him complete in good enough condition to be able to send off to be graded. Then I'll have the entire loose line there. And then, of course, what we have behind, you see it. It is the radio-controlled Jawa Sandcrawler, all complete with all inserts, all the cardboard inserts, all working. Everything is inside of that box. It's one of the highlights of my collection. Starting here at the top, coming down, we got that Rancor monster. It is qualified graded by CAS. That was in the $45,000 collection that I purchased. Here's a video popping up so you can see what that is. I'll probably keep referencing it a couple times. We've got a graded Scout Walker vehicle. It's all complete, sealed, and graded. We've got a graded Ewok Village boxed complete. And then we've got a whole bunch of these heads. These are Lily Letty overstock heads that are graded. We've got the Yuppie. So from Argentina, these little Yuppie figures. Then we get more of the heads from Lily Letty. Then we have these two Maruka figures that were in the Gachapon machines back in the 90s. I think late 80s and early 90s from Japan. And I picked these things up. They are not cheap, but we got them graded. And they came in with some pretty high grades, 90 pluses on both of those. We got some Lego figures that are in here and whatnot. Some more Letty heads. There's that Takara R2-D2, and we got that at an 80 plus, which is great. And then we have a graded power droid sneaking himself in there. Here's a Lily Letty tripod laser cannon, loose graded with the instruction manual from Mexico. Pretty cool item there. We got the Ewok glider. That is all graded and sealed. And then, of course, we got the Rancor Lego. When we come in here, we've got some of the droid line figures. We got Sice Tig from, we got Sice from, we got a couple other ones there. We got some Lily Lettys, Mexican bootlegs. We've got some Glass Leet C-3POs. We've got a Lily Letty Princess Leia there. Beautiful. And then here's some highlights of my collection. We've got a grade 85 on the Vinyl Cape Jawa. We've got a grade 80 plus from AFA for your Lily Letty Jawa. And then here we have a 75 by AFA for your Toll Toys Vinyl Cape Jawa. Quite a chunk of money just in these three figures here in my collection. And then we've got the regular one graded with the coin, the Kenner version. So we got the full gamut happening here. We're now getting down into the next two sections, which would be my baggied figures. So we got a little bit of a baggy line going. I just sold a couple of them because I had not duplicates, but different baggies for the same figure. I was like, okay, I just need one baggie for each figure. So we're coming down through here. You can see all the different baggies. And it's a nice little collection of baggies for the most part there. We come down a little bit further. We got a custom here with the China and the Hong Kong Rebel Commander. We've got that Princess Leia with the coin. We got some Lily Lettys happening here, last 17s. It's kind of a mixed bag down here. What we have, this just because they didn't fit anywhere else, so we put all these guys down here. And here's the comic book wall. We've stacked so many comics in here. We got a lot more Star Wars ones than last time, for sure. And I'm gonna probably be selling off maybe 10 to 15 comics here that aren't Star Wars. So all the Marvel stuff, I'm probably gonna sell off. They're not worth much, but there might be a couple. We got some autographed ones that are in there, so maybe those will be worth more. But I just want to have Star Wars or things that I care about with vintage toys. There's the John Cena signed Peacemaker 9.8, the Peacemaker #1 from 1988. And John Cena signed this one. It's a pretty cool item in my collection. And then we've got a row of the graded VHS and the DVDs that are in here. We got the entire Star Wars trilogy right there. We've got Episode 1. We got the Ewoks Adventures, some Raiders of the Lost Ark, and Indiana Jones, so that's pretty cool. And then just more comics over here, guys. Just tons and tons of comics. We got a couple miscellaneous items. We got a MASH figure that's mint on card graded. We've got Roddy Piper, who's here from Portland. He was one of my favorite wrestlers. We've got him mint on the card graded. And then we've got Louis Tully there. We've got some modern items. We got the box Tauntauns for both Luke Skywalker and Han Solo down here. Episode 1, Sebulba's Pod Racer and Anakin's Pod Racer. We got that Wampa down there with Luke. And then we've got this cool art print that actually changes the image when you look at it. It's Darth Vader reading a book. And then we got some stormtroopers fly fishing that my son got me for Father's Day when he surprised me when my wife flew him in. We got that blue Snaggletooth, which is the Gentle Giant that was from, I don't know, the San Diego Comic-Con or some Comic-Con release. And then we've got some 12-inch figures here. We're going to see some happening that are all loose graded. And then here is a complete and working, beautiful AT-AT. And then there's that modern one, like the Toys R Us exclusive, which is pretty cool. It has all kinds of sound effects. And I have that one down there as well. Here is this wall. This wall is completely changed for the most part as far as like how much stuff is in there. And we got the life-size Chewbacca. You're seeing the video popping up right now. It's happening. Yeah, we did a whole unboxing. We got a couple items down there. We got a helmet. We got that the Bantha right there. We've got the graded C-3PO, which is incredible, gigantic item there. My 3D printer and all the stuff happening here. This is where I get all the 3D prints done. Then up here at the top, we already saw this in 2024, but we got my loose graded Thundercats going all the way across and my mint on card Darkwing Duck line. We got the whole line. We're just missing his jet. If we could get his jet, we would have the entire line graded there. But we got all the Thundercats going across. Not every single one of them, of course. There's tons of them, but we got the main characters. We got some starting lamps. We got Jordan and we got Magic Johnson. And then here we've got the Shadows of the Empire section happening right there, where we did a video on that. It's probably popping up now. And we come down and we've got some, again, loose graded 12-inch figures. We got the Obi-Wan Kenobi. We got Princess Leia. We get some modern stuff. We got the Mandalorian kind of section that's happening here. A bunch of Mandalorian stuff. We got loose graded items that are in here. Pretty cool. There's a mini rig that's boxed and graded. A Tauntaun loose graded. And then we're going to get over to some of the Nyan Nums and a Dengar. We got the Hollow Cheek Tusken Raider. And I think we've got a No COO Palatoy one. And then we got a bunch of Mexican bootlegs happening here. So there they all are, all my little Mexican bootlegs. We got that micro collection Millennium Falcon all complete with the baggied figures, all the paperwork. Pretty nice. Then, of course, we've got Mandalorian's vehicle here, that HasLab one. It is pretty gigantic, incredible. A couple He-Man guys. We got the main characters, He-Man and Skeletor there. Then we come down in here and we've got some weird little booths that are happening. We got some loose graded twin pod cloud car, a Wampa boxed from the $45,000 collection. We've got the Bandolier graded in there. Cloud City playset back there. Just all kinds of odds and ends happening in this one. Here's the wrestling section. We've got a bunch of customs that are from Adam Gothard that he's made that are in here. Pretty cool items. And then a bunch of wrestlers that are happening. We come down here. We got the mashups of the Muppets in Star Wars and Disney characters as Star Wars. I got every single one. And so we're going to start sending these ones off to be graded because they look pretty cool. Down here, Teddy Ruxpin from my childhood. Still have it. We've got some of those, the superpower guys. I don't remember exactly what they're called. I think it could be superpowers. And we got a graded Joker that's in there. The Batmobile. And then we got some of the Chuck Norris characters over here as well. We got the Pee Wee Herman section. I think we have every figure from Pee Wee's Playhouse. We actually have the whole Playhouse, but it's too big, so it is in my closet. This is the Ghostbusters section. We got a bunch of graded items. We've got the Ecto-1 that is loose graded, which is incredible. The 4 main characters there. We got Slimer graded. So we got a small little section here. Then down here, you might not have ever known about this line. It's Jace and the Wheeled Warriors. And I have every single car. And we have all kinds of extras. This is mine from childhood, this big walker guy here. And I've got the box for it. So pretty cool. And I would like to get these loose graded. Down here is my original Lion-O and the original vehicle from my childhood. We've got some more Muppet stuff, A-Team, and then Disney stuff that are happening there. Up along here are the loose vehicles. They're all mounted to the wall. There's the A-Wing, of course. That's a hot item. And then it comes all the way down to the B-Wing that are happening outside of my window. So we've taken up all the space we can. There's the land speeder. We put that up on the wall. We're selling frames for this. If you'd like to put yours up on the wall, a video came out. Here it is. And just email me if you are interested in purchasing a frame to put yours on the wall like this. Let's say a quick little scan of the room now of everything that we've just gone over. Oh, I got my little putting green here. Let's not forget the little putting thing I have here. But it is just absolutely insane what is going on in this collection. Oh, I might have forgot the arcade here. Of course, we've got the arcade. And look at all this vintage goodness that's happening. 70,000 games. This is a 55-inch screen. And it's got all the sound you can want. It's got LED lights. It's got the blasters in case you want to play only guns with blasters. It's got the rolling ball. This thing is the best. It's made by Arcade Guys is their name, is the company's name. They're online. And it took about maybe 3 months for them to build this because they build from scratch when you put in all your different, designations for the scenes you want, how many controller spots you want. I mean, it's how big the screen you want. There's all kinds of different ways to critique the one that you purchase. But this was the one with all the bells and whistles. They're their biggest and best one. It took about 3 months for that to arrive. And then up here we've got the obviously the Yoda that's life size, and we've got a couple Adam Gothard 12-inch line 3D printed figures, a bunch of helmets that are up here, and then we've got the Grogu there. But we're just gonna again keep looking through all this stuff as a last little ditch effort. I mean, just look at all this Star Wars stuff. It is nuts. And then we go to this side over here, and that's where we were just at. And this is where it all happens. The gaming, the editing, just everything. We got the new PC that's down here. And it's, just an incredible PC. We've got my Apple computer over here where I'm doing all my school and anything else. Again, watching a lot of YouTube stuff on there. And then we come over here, and this has probably changed from the last time. We have this giant table here. All of my boxes, shipping supplies, everything for fixing vehicles and whatnot we have to do is all happening here. All of my items are listed right here on this table for eBay. And we actually have this week's listings are all right here inside of this box, ready to be shipped out once they sell. But here's kind of the look from this angle. Just a lot going on down here. There's all those lightsabers over there. So there it is, guys. Hope you enjoyed this tour. All right, we did it. We got through the collection. I hope I hit all the main things I needed to hit. I hope I didn't do too much. It's really hard when you're doing a collection review like this with so much stuff you want to talk about and point out that I probably missed half the things I should have talked about, and I probably talked about another half of things that I probably shouldn't even have mentioned. But who knows? But we have all kinds of stuff here, guys. All the foreign variants, all the bootlegs, graded items, mint on card items, loose items. Just the full gamut. We have a vehicle on the wall, lightsabers on the wall. We have life-size characters here in this room. The gigantic arcade. It's just absolutely nuts. Obviously, I enjoy being down here in this room. It's absolutely epic. It takes me back to a childhood I'd never had. I can tell you that right now. This is not like my room when I was younger. My room was probably, the size of my room was about 1/10 of the size of this room. And then the amount of things I had is probably 1/100th of what I have in here, if not even less than that. So it's great to be an adult with money that can spend it on the things that I want, the things I wanted as a kid. And now this room is just absolutely epic. If you enjoyed this unboxing, please let me know by hitting like. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification to be notified of all of this upcoming content. Tomorrow, my eBay listings come out. It'll be a short. It's going to flash through all the different items that are available right now. I think there's like 50 to 60 different action figures and maybe some vehicles and stuff. So make sure to check that out if you'd like to participate in those eBay listing videos, which come out on Wednesdays. It's going to be episode 106 of our weekly Star Wars eBay listing videos again, where I recap all the things I sold in 7-day auctions on eBay. that are vintage counter Star Wars action figures, playsets, vehicles, creatures, accessories, everything you fill holes in your collection. And I give shout outs to every single person that purchased from me. You see price points in case you're on the market, want to know what these things actually sell for. And we have accolades, giveaways, everything happens on those episodes. Tuesday, right before that, there's going to be an unboxing video. I think I've got like 6 collections upstairs. I'm going to take 3 of them. We're going to unbox them all so you can see the members of my channel. When they see these types of unboxings, they can actually claim items before they get to eBay. So they don't have to worry about the chaos of eBay, being outbid, snipe bid, getting into a bidding war and overpaying. None of that stuff is going to happen. They can just claim items outside of eBay. They pay me outside of eBay, helps them save on sales tax, helps me save on the eBay fees. It's a win-win for everybody. And that is one of the many, many perks of memberships. Thursday is Christmas. We're still going to have a video come out. It's just going to be a fun Christmas video. I have a Christmas tree. You probably saw it in this video, a couple little glimpses of it. Well, I have a ton of Star Wars ornaments. I've got a tree topper that's the tree topper of all tree toppers. We're going to do a video showing all the ornaments, getting them up on the tree, doing a Christmas tree lighting. I'm also going to read a Star Wars Christmas story you've probably never heard. Friday is a card rip. We have a card rip happening, and it is a box of cards from China. I've already done 2 of them. My son did 1 of them. I did the very first one. He did the second one. We have a 3rd box sitting here. I'm going to do that card rip, and that's going to come out on Friday. All right, guys, man, we got through it all. There's all the housekeeping stuff. The Daddy10 checkout code gets you 10% off at CAS, also at 3 Sabers. CAS is going to end soon, so make sure to use it while you can before the end of the year. And 3 Sabers, they booked us all the way through next year, so there's no end in sight with them. And then memberships, we talked about it down below in the description of this video. Click more once, click more twice. All my information pops up, hyperlink across the screen, click it. It's going to have my Twitch, my TikTok, my Instagram, my email address, the eBay link, my membership link. And you click on that membership link, it just brings up all the different tiers, the pricing, all the free stuff you're going to get within those tiers and all the discounts and all the fun that we have here with all the member-only videos, the live sales, the giveaways. Everything happens here on this channel. We would love to have you. All right, guys, that's it. 2025 coming to a wrap. We're going to have a couple more videos that are going to be maybe trickling into January, looking back over 2025, all the greatest hits that happened with the Star Wars Daddy. Moving forward, a wish list. What in the world is the Star Wars Daddy going to try to collect in 2026 to add to his collection? That's going to happen as well, so make sure to be checking out all those videos. Hitting that bell notification is probably the best way to be notified. All right, that's it. We're all done. I've said it all. We've done it all in 2025. What is on my shirt? It's a Darth Maul bodybuilding sweatshirt I got from my bodybuilding Big Daddy member, Jason. And he's got one, I've got one. At some point, we will wear these together, even though we're on the opposite sides of the United States, and we will lift weights, and it will be epic. Who is your daddy?